right, that is my bad, man. What a goof! What a goof! All right, so yeah, that is my bad, bro.
Bro, listen, man, it's all good. Let me just sign into my Ubies, man, and
No, no, do your thing. Do your thing.
it's all good, bro. Um, you know,
Jay, what up?
stuff.
Thanks for coming back, Jay. Man, nah, man, I am such a goof. I want you to get and finish your point, Jay, if you remember what you were talking about. And then I'm gonna tell you about my little mess up.
Hey,
I've
he
been bugging,
said, he
man.
said,
I've
if
been,
you remember.
man. I've been bugging, brother. I've been bugging. Let me tell
Hey,
you.
man, listen, brother, it is what it is, man. Like, enjoy life, man. We locked in. We locked in. We good to go. We on the lab now. All right.
All right, yeah, my bad on that.
No, it's cool. It's cool. Hey, chat, man. We appreciate y'all for coming back, rocking with us, man. But let me finish my point that I was making was that like 2025, I did state was going to bring back the luster of sneakers, but at the same time, people need a ventilator, and I actually talked about that before because it's so much heat that's dropping. It's like you can't keep up. You know what I mean? You can't keep up because if you keep up, you're gonna spend at least about 2,500, if not a little bit more, every
For sure,
month with all
for
the
sure.
work that's being put out there. So I do think it's a good thing that people are taking a step back and we're starting to see a self-correcting market where kicks are still going for some money, but at the same time it's going for something that's probably a little bit more obtainable for most than how it was in the past. So that's really my whole point. I do feel like, again, Nike shouldn't have dropped it, open up the vault like how they did, and I know we all had a sneaker talk about that. And I know it sounds maybe condescending what I'm saying. I still agree with what I said, because again, when you look at a business perspective, you look at it from the long call, not the short term. And I know they was trying to make their investors happy, but we're gonna talk about this market as well. So that's what I got to say.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. Superfly, what up, man? He said y'all ended the live stream. It's great. Hey, yo, Superfly, let me tell you, man. Yo, I don't know what's been going on with me, man. I've give me 1 second, Jay. Give me 1 sec.
Hey y'all, so he while he's working on his thing. What up, Superfly? How you living, brother? Hope everything going well for you. Um, like he said, y'all, he working on some technical issues right now. But I just need to know how y'all feel about what I said. I mean, there's no right or wrong answer. I just truly believe what I said has come to fruition, and this is the reason why.
Yeah, this year, Jay. This year is a banger for sure. However, I will throw a however in there. Keep in mind, we have even with our current drops, right? So we did have a couple of kicks that really didn't move too well, like Black Cat threes. Um, the cool gray nines did very well, right? But we've already gotten quite a bit of restocks. The flu games did very well, but with all of the restocks, that we've gotten, the flu games are, pretty much sitting at retail, right? Right? They've already restocked the fives, right? I'm trying to think what else. Uh, but we've definitely gotten some restocks to where, to your point, the prices are staying relatively low or they'll come back down. I remember the unions were past 700 at one point, and those have come back down. The high 85 bridge, we talked about that earlier. They've kind of come back down. So I think Nike's doing a good job releasing the heat to us. Pause, because I don't like the way that sounded, but they did a good job releasing the heat. But then, as the market had begun to adjust from hype, they've done a good job, kind of just really kind of keeping it somewhat stable. So I'm not really complaining too much about that. You know what I mean? At all, to be honest with you, it gives everyone an opportunity to be able to cop something.
Facts, all facts, bro.
Just OG in the building. Good morning. What up? Salute, fam. Yo, Superfly. Let me tell you, man. I'm talking about when I tell you I've been on some goofiness. When I tell you I've been bugging recently, I have been bugging. I've been having an issue with my YouTube to where it's not loading up like all of my content, like on my end. Other people can see it, but for some reason I can't see it. The other day, um, in my studio, it said that one of my videos were locked. It said the video didn't fully upload and it was locked on my screen. So I was like, all right, well, let me go ahead and free up some space on my phone. And I went ahead and deleted this locked video. Yo, Jay, it deleted my brick by brick video. I deleted my doggone video, fam. It's gone. So I was like, oh, come on, man. So just now, even with StreamYard, like I said, that's just me being a doggone goofy. I'm underneath Lewis's StreamYard right now. So I tried to stream to my own channel. I couldn't get it going. So, it popped in a little bit. Anyway, I tried to log out, and not stream, from MTIP. And from my phone, I actually ended the stream, which is crazy. I ended the stream for everybody. So I don't know. I've been a little goofy recently, man. That's all me. That is all me.
You know what, chat? Like, I definitely want to say this, chat. Like, as content creators, definitely support your content creator or your content creators, because I have noticed that there has been a downtrend on reviews. Now, if you guys are not getting our notifications that we dropped a video, go to both of our pages and go ahead and unclick that bell and then re-click that notification bell, because for sometimes with YouTube it gets real wonky like that. And being a content creator, it doesn't matter what type of content creator, but on the sneaker side of the house, it takes time to edit the video, cost some money to grab the kicks, give you guys those reviews, man. So definitely go ahead and show some love, because we still out here doing what we feel like needs to be done. So we just putting that out there like that, for real, for
All
real. But
day.
we
It's always
appreciate y'all.
love. Always loving this end. Like the video, share, subscribe. Jay has said, yeah, I paid $550 for the union size 10.5, bigger than my size as usual. I went ahead and just let me pull this up just so I'm not lying to y'all. I went ahead and copped a pair, and I want to say I got in at about 354, 352 for a size 13, maybe. But let me confirm that real quick. Let me see. Let me share. All right, size 13 and 356. Now peep this. The tax on it was 2503. So 25 in tax, 1475 in shipping, which ends up to 395.78. So that's my out the door right there for the union ones. So I got in just under 400, just under.
Yeah. So definitely show love. Hey, show love, support the Superfly, man. Show him some love, show him some support as well. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, for
Um,
sure, for sure. Check out Superfly's channel. I know a lot of y'all already tuned in.
yup. Hey, Jay said he paid $550 for the Union in a size 10.5, bigger
Yep,
than the usual size.
yep,
Pause. Pause.
yep. Yeah. The prices have definitely come down. No doubt about it.
And this is why we said patience is key, right? Like been
It
preaching,
is.
patience is key. To me, if you're not a content creator, do not buy kicks early. That is my opinion and my advice to you guys. And the reason why I say that is because if you guys notice, I'll give you an example, right? I looked up the Great Five. I was gonna go ahead and cop the Great Five so I can give you guys a review. The Great Fives about a week and a half ago was going for $2,100. I said absolutely not,
Right.
right? And now if
Right.
you look at the Great Fives, right, in the size, at least I'm just talking about my size in the size 11, it went down significantly. This is why I say early kicks is a waste of time. I get it. You guys buy from who you want to buy. You go spend your money how you want to do it. I support y'all, not pocket checking. But at the same time, I'm just trying to help you guys, with the overall value. We are with the overall value when it comes to like purchases. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
This is
Back in the
this.
day,
Yep.
it was worth you know, doing like those super early cops. It was very good for, for catching views and stuff like that. Nowadays, nah, it's really no huge difference like that. If you want to see a sneaker early, all of the bigger guys are gonna have their hands on them anyway. Pause, because I don't like the way that sounded, but you know what I was trying to say. The bigger channels are going. Oh, they're all gonna have you know these pairs months in advance. So
Right. 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 Um. But you know
correct,
what,
just
bro?
OG, 100%, a hundred
But
percent.
what Justo G say?
Early kicks are just for content. If you are making money, absolutely, 100%,
Facts.
one hundred
Facts.
percent.
It's not needed, bro. It's not needed unless it's just something you feel like you're not gonna get.
Right.
Do you know what I
Yes,
mean?
Superfly. Where your kicks? See, he's out running some errands today. All of us got a little something. You see, Jay's in the car. I actually got work today. So when I get up off of here, I got to go do a move. Today's kind of a busy day. Anybody going for these women's? Jay, I know you're probably not messing with none of this, right? There's no extended sizing and none of this stuff. I wasn't interested in it anyway. This sale on cement grade, these Jordan 3s dropping?
No, I'm not. I'm focusing on the Kobe's tomorrow.
Right.
Um, today, today is a day for like relaxation.
Right. Nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that.
Cause tomorrow gonna be mayhem, bro. Tomorrow gonna be mayhem. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I'm waiting for the results to come out, bro. Like, cause I don't want to get caught up again where like, hey, usually you'll get the night before, like super late at night, hey, you cop the kick, and then you go ahead and find out you doubled up on a pair, which ain't a bad double up on them on what the code is. That's not a bad double up, to be honest with you. But um, I'm not trying to double up on the what the code is, man. I'm not trying to do that. So we'll see though. We definitely will see. Um, Let me ask you this question, Mister. Think you still there?
Yeah. I
All right. So coming forward, what do you think will be the next absolute kick that's gonna make a true impact for 2025? And I'm not talking about a slowly sell out. I'm talking about
You,
an
yeah,
instant.
Jay, stop. You talking about the white cement? Stop playing with me.
No, for you. What do you think?
Oh
I
no, no,
know
no!
it's the
I'm
white cement.
white cement. I do believe the white cement. I was just wondering what you had in your mind, but
So
I will say the next sellout's gonna be the white cements.
so you don't. I'm trying to think now because I know they might have pushed the dates a little bit with the rare air threes. I feel like the rare air threes is coming out before the white cements. You don't think the rare air three is gonna be an instant like just lose your mind?
For us, yes. Man, I am throwing a big question mark for the actual community just in general because the last time I mentioned about threes and someone shout out to whoever in the chat said it because I forgot all about it. The last three that really went crazy has been J Balvin's. You know what I mean? As far as like sellout, with the threes, we've had black cement threes, we've had black cat threes, we've had fear threes, we've had the what are those? The green glow threes.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm sure I'm missing a ton, right? I'm sure I'm missing a bunch of threes. Oh, you know what? You know what three actually did pretty good. It wasn't an instant sellout, but I remember it doing very good. I don't remember the name of it, but it was the three that had like a rose on it. Do you remember that? It had like a rose. I don't know if it was a Valentine's three, not the pink ones that just dropped this
Yeah.
February. But last year there was like a three that has some sort of flower on it or a rose. Those didn't do too bad as far as you know. I don't think it was an instant sellout, but I think those moved pretty good. I don't remember the name of those, but
Yeah. Uh-huh.
I'm just not sure on how the community in general is feeling about threes. So I think those rare airs are dope, but I don't know. I'm not really feeling like an instant sellout unless we get like a super limited, you know, amount. That's when it might boost a little something something.
You know what? To listen, I'm gonna give y'all a review on those Red Air threes. I'm saying this unofficially because I don't have the Rare Air 3 in hand. I do have the brick by brick. Unofficially, I'm gonna tell you right now, I'm picking the Rare Air 3s over the brick by bricks. Now, here's the problem with the Air Jordan 3. And I said it before, bro. I said Nike is dropping too many black threes. I said it. It's all it is a black three, black three, black three, black three, right? And so that's the problem. There's too many black threes out there, bro. Let's just call it what it is. It's too many. And so I feel like people like, all right, man, like I'm looking for something different. And I understand. It's just too many black threes out there that Nike has dropped. I mean, from 2024 and now 2025, like you said, the Black Cat threes. Everybody was hyped up about the Black Cat threes, and then what happened? The Black Cat threes went non-existent, right? After all the hype and people saying, "Hey, they're gonna cop the kick, they love it," but look what happened, bro.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? Like,
I am feeling the black kicks though. I am feeling the black kicks. I think those rare airs are absolutely fire. Um, but so all right, so Jay, let me ask you this: Is do you think threes are? And I'm not talking about for us, obviously, but do you think threes are kind of losing a little bit of steam within the community, or do you think this is solely like uh, a colorway issue?
so I'm gonna be honest with you, bro. I feel like threes. Okay, hey y'all, if I go muted for a second, just give me a second, y'all, because I'm doing some stuff.
No, no, no. Go,
Um,
go, get into your thing. I'm gonna just. I'm gonna hit a comment here, Jay. Just OG said the white cement fours drop a week before the rare air threes. All right. Yeah, I remember it being a delay here. With those. Miles had mentioned. Hey, yo, King Midas, what up, man? What's good with you? What's good, fam? Miles has said, what about the predominantly white shoes that always come out? Yeah, exactly. I mean, kind of like what I said, man. It's I have a big question mark about, and like I said, personally, I love threes are comfortable, right? I work in threes, I wear them all the time, all that good stuff, and I'm sure you'll love threes too. But there hasn't been any threes that's been really just selling out like that. I mean, like it just hasn't. Outside of those J Balvins that that just disappear from us. Yeah, we're not. If somebody can remember a three, that has dropped, that has been like a sellout like that, drop it in the comment section. It's been a little difficult to think of a three that that has really moved like that. And I think those rare air threes are dope. The rare air ones are sitting, but yeah, yeah. Just OG said most people will probably go broke on the fours first. No money left for those threes. Yeah, those fours are gonna be a problem. They are. They are.
okay, y'all. I'm
What's
sorry.
up,
I'm
brother?
just doing some stuff. So I want to say this, man. Like, to your point, to your question, Mister Think. Yes, I do feel like threes are not what community is looking for. And be honest with you, bro. Like, a lot of people wasn't rocking threes. I'm not talking about back in our day, but I'm saying in terms of the retro style. A lot of people said, threes. I ain't vibing with threes. I ain't vibing with fours."
Let's just be honest. But yes, it's the colorway as well. It's too many. It's too many black threes out there. Let's just be honest. I'm calling it what it is. Even though for me, I say the same thing, but I think the rare airs is crazy though. But because the rare air threes, when someone said in the chat, I heard you say they said no, the white cements come out before the rare air threes, so that's gonna be a problem because everybody going for the white cements. Everybody going for the white cements, and I don't understand how people ain't really rocking threes. I don't understand how people don't love threes. I don't get it. But hey, you like what you like. Um, but at the end of the day, people are looking for innovation, and right now we're getting a lot of retros, which I'm a fan of. But Nike has to look at the younger generation. What do they want? And people ain't paying $250, $300 for a kick. Let's keep it a bean.
You're right. Nah, yeah, you're absolutely right. The prices are definitely still pretty steep, and I do think threes are kind of going to the wayside, which is good. Let me ask you this, Jay. What's the quality on those rare airs as far as do we have that do we have like the black cement 3 like tumbled soft leather, or do we have that 2018 leather like black cement quality on those rare airs?
2024, unequivocally
Okay, so it's
2024.
2024. Yeah, Jay, you're good, brother. You're good. Let me see. Just G said you're good, Jay. The rare threes would be constellation prize after them fours. Yeah, I can see that. You know what I mean? Some people doing a little rage buy. You couldn't hit on this, so you going for that. Which makes sense. I think those rare air threes are dope. I think those joints are dope. But then again, I am a three fair fan. Like I said, they're super comfortable for me. Very very comfortable. So I will be going for those. We got 21 minutes. If anyone is messing around with the sneakers app today, if anyone's gonna tap, hey, let me know, Matt. Speaking of threes, is anybody going for these threes today? That's dropping today. So women's only. I don't believe it's even an extended sizing. I got bronchitis. I've been taking pills, so I sound a little congested. I'm a little messed up. But I don't believe these are an extended sizing. So anybody today messing around with these threes dropping today? Let me know in the chat section. Let's see. I'm looking at I'm looking at notifications here. We got some Jordan 11 low breads. When is that? April 26th. Man, I love me. Look, hold on one sec. I love me bread 11s. I got two pairs of these because this is my cooked pair. I love me some bread 11s. Anybody mess with those bread 11 lows? Love me some bread 11s. Yeah, I remember that Safari pack. Yeah, MX1 Safari pack. Yep.
All right, chat.
Yo, I'm gonna blow my nose real quick, Jay. I'll be right back.
Whoa, whoa.
Damn.
I bet. Handle your business, man. Hey, Jay, what up, famo? How you doing? Justo J Miles, what up? And Miles, you said, what about all the predominantly white shoes that always come out? Listen, you know what, bro? I love white kicks, but I understand where you coming from, bro. Like, there has to be a shake up and a mix up. I have no issues what you saying, bro. 100% facts. That's why the brick by bricks are doing so well because it's a different twist on the colorway, something that people looking for. Not too far out the scheme, but right in the middle what people want. Facts, facts. King said the Jordan 3 patchwork is a sleeper. Hey, bro. What's up, brother? How you doing today, man? Good, good. Yeah, like, bro, I agree with you. There's a lot of people out there that's sleeping on threes. People really never wanted to rock threes too heavy. I mean, I'm just gonna be honest with you. Outside of my generation, when it comes to the retros, Just so G, you say the rare Air 3s will be a consolidation prize after them fours. Ooh, a consolation prize, huh? Um, okay,
So
okay,
so so Jay, let me ask you this question: If 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 a colorway is the reason why threes are sitting outside of a white cement three, what colorway? If Nike was to release a three right now, you pick the colorway. What colorway would you think that would give a three its luster outside of the white cement three?
okay. All right.
What
So,
colorway can they drop to where we can be
okay.
like, yeah, that's a sellout?
All right. Listen, I hate giving away ideas, bro, because like, y'all know I tell you, I got a lot of ideas for kicks. And all right, here we go. Something very unique that Nike has never done, and I hope Nike don't steal this idea. But because you asked, I'm gonna put out a weak idea for you. We should get an Air Jordan 3 distressed leather. I'm gonna repeat that. I said distressed leather. Now we did have the Wii 4s that y'all slept on. Keep it a beam. Keep it a beam. Y'all slept on the Wii 4s. I'm talking about with the leather laces, but now we talking about threes. I said distressed leather 3. Now I'm not gonna give you the colorway, but I'm gonna give you the material, and I want y'all to sit back and just really vision that.
Yeah,
Sit back and really vision that, and just to throw a guinea pig out there. We're gonna talk about gold Atlas, and we're talking about with the gold Nike Air on the back, and then on the reverse side we're talking about the gold Jumpman, but he reversed. Quit playing with me, man. Listen, I said distressed leather. Now y'all can put whatever colorway y'all want, but think of the material first. So let's talk about material. Material is a whole nother component, because everybody talks about build quality leather, blah. Talk about the material first. Just put that in your mind. Come on, man. And that's an easy given one for me.
right, right. And all right, check it out. Jay said rare air threes will not sit.
They won't.
Like, bro, look, it would do me. It would make me feel good if they didn't. I mean, it would. It would make me feel good if they didn't. But remember, I want y'all to remember all of the hype behind black cement threes. Remember all of that hype and remember what they did. Just remember it. That's all I'm saying. The rare airs are dope. I would it would do me some justice if they sold out. I would love to see a three push like that. But if we'll see,
Bro, you hurt
we
my
we
feelings,
will
bro.
see.
You hurt
We
my
will see.
feelings. Listen,
No, we'll
you
see.
just you just hurt
We'll
my
see.
feelings.
Everybody in the mama talking about blasphemy threes, blasphemy three, blasphemy three.
And they going for under retail, which, well,
It
listen,
was a very
listen,
easy cop.
listen.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, like I said, I would love to see threes just boom,
Flourish.
knock it out the park to where it didn't take just a collab from J Balvin in order to move a three. I would love to see that. I
But
really
see,
would.
Mr. Think, that Black Cement 3, I don't think because the Black Cement 3 was the problem. And I said this before on the chat. Nike dropped that silhouette too soon. Listen, when it comes to the sneaker game, when you drop a silhouette in 2018, you just can't turn around and then just drop it in 2024. That's a 4 year, look, what? You see what I'm saying? That's 5 years? Was it 2018?
Yeah, 5 6 years. Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
So
Yep. 6 years. Yeah. 2018. Yep. Yep. Correct.
okay, so it's 2018. Okay, so 6 years, right?
Yep.
So we talking about 6 years. That may seem like a long time to you younger sneakerheads out there, but no, bro. That's early. That's too soon. Nike dropped that kick at the wrong time, but I love the fact that they did it, because if you do not have that particular silhouette in your collect, it gives you an opportunity. But the disrespect for an OG to go under retail, I love it, but at the same time, it's just a true disrespect. It's a disrespect. But
One hundred
I'm
percent.
agreeing with my guy Jay. I'm gonna grill my guy Jay.
Oh
Those rare
yeah, oh
air
yeah.
threes
Nah,
are not shit.
100%. I'm gonna pull up J Miles just for clarification. Miles said it's a pass for me on the white cement threes. Other kicks I really want this year. Just a clarification: white cement threes are not dropping this year. I was referring to a colorway outside of a white cement three of a three that can that Jay would feel would sell out. But just for clarification purposes, we are not getting to my knowledge any white cement threes. Just a heads
Hmm.
up.
Hmm.
Just
Yeah,
a heads up.
yeah, for sure. You know what I mean?
Good morning, Ken. Ken in the building. What up? What up?
Salute to you, Ken. What up,
Good
famo?
morning.
Salute.
All right, check it out. Jay said these red airs have a reverse Nike Air on them, and you have to factor that in as well. Though those
Yes,
red airs, yo, I'm telling you, yo, bro, those red airs are dope. They're fly.
yes,
Them joints are dope. I'm copping, no doubt. I'm copping them joints, man. Them joints is dope.
yep.
There's no doubt about it. Them joints is dope.
They
Superfly
out
said,
though.
"What up, Bo?
Hmm. What up? What up, Soup?
Bo Dominican in the building. What up,
Oh, Bo, where you been at, man? Que lo que, mi gente? Where
Bo
you
in the
been?
building? What up? What up?
Whoa, my man said, "Dímelo." Alright, yeah, like, hey, man, listen. I just want to tell everybody this right now, man. Listen, when people think, hey, Jay just be rocking, the Stay Horny World game, in the crib and not out the crib, quit playing with yourself, man. I don't want to watch.
Yeah, I like that camo. I'm like, I love camouflage.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
look,
like
look,
that
look. We out here in public, man. Quit playing with me. We out
in
here, man.
public.
I got some more. I got some new shirt designs coming on the way, man. So definitely hit me up on IG if y'all interested.
Yo, man, it's time for me to catch up with you, with Superfly. It's time for me to catch up with all y'all, man. I actually got somebody, working on a little design for me as well.
I
I got
love it.
somebody working on something out here.
I love it,
Get a
bro.
little merch. Get a little merch action. A little
You know what?
action.
You know what, bro? As soon as you get that merch, man, let me know, bro. We gotta
Yeah,
support.
I'm gonna work on something.
We gotta
Work on
support, man.
something.
We gotta support, bro. For real, for real. I want to say this to the chat too, man. Like, I dropped that Air Jordan 4 Rare Air video. Where the love at? Are y'all not vibing with the kick, or y'all just not getting the notification? Because I mean, I gave y'all an early review. What's going on with that? Like, I'm just curious. Is it a kick y'all just like, y'all getting tired of fours, or what? I just want to know, like, for real, for real. I'm there. You go, Bo. Okay.
These are some of my favorite Jordans to wear on every day because they're easy to slide in and out.
Whoa, whoa,
Yes.
whoa.
Ain't nothing like that slide in and out right there, bro. Right? You ain't lying. Jay just subscribed up. Salute, salute. Yeah, man. Yo, bro, I freaking love threes, man. I do. I do. I do. I will love to see these rare air threes sell out. Um, we don't have any numbers on those, but yeah, I would love to see it happen. You know.
Yeah.
So Jay, when Nike, do you think Nike is definitely watching from the sidelines to see what silhouettes are doing what like we've already gotten a restock on it. Did we get a cool grade 9 restock yet?
No, we
We
haven't
did.
gotten the cool right now. We
No,
have
no,
not.
we haven't. Yeah, yeah, so we haven't.
We have.
So you saw the people go crazy over the black metallics. We went ahead and got restocks on those. We've got multiple, I mean, just multiple flu game restocks, right? And the flu games actually did very well in the beginning. You know what I mean? Very well in the
Remember,
beginning.
you guys got to remember this. 12s do not do well on resale. I'm gonna repeat it. 12s do not do well on resale, even when they sell out. That restock is what hurt
Yeah.
the resale market for 12s. 12s never do well.
Those
Never.
blueberries actually holding up very well because they didn't have a lot of pairs of those. Those
You
blueberry
know,
12s?
shockingly.
Yeah, yeah.
And again, so I'm really wondering, like, is it the younger generation that went on ahead and really supported those blueberries? Y'all know I'm funny about 12s. Y'all know I'm real finicky about 12s. I'm not
I
I'm
like
not a
12s.
I'm not a 12 fan. Y'all know that. I'm funny acting when it comes to 12. So I feel like because that sneaker didn't restock, but as well as like you said, limited. But I'm just wondering, I'm really curious. Was it the younger generation, the newer sneakerheads that went crazy for that? You know what I mean?
Nah, for sure, for sure.
King, hey King, stop playing, bro. King, stop playing. Stop playing, King. King, stop playing, bro. Stop playing like that, bro. He said they need to release the Air Jordan 3, do the right thing. Bro, salute to that. You know, I think what would be dope if they did the do the right thing just like how they did the do the right thing with the pizza box. You know, y'all going crazy over those hybrids. Mr. Thing, I think you got a pair, right?
Which pair? What sneaker?
The um the do the right thing, they had like 100 pairs of them.
Nah, I never copped. I don't think Lewis copped those neither. Nope. Oh, you talking about the Spizikes?
Yeah, the
No.
Spizikes, just like they had only 100 pairs of the Do the Right Thing Spizikes. If they gave a
Yeah.
pizza box with those Do the Right Thing threes,
Yep.
people would lose their mind, bro.
Oh yeah. Nah, for sure, for sure.
People, here's the thing, man. Like we've seen pictures of a potential brick by brick Spizike. Listen, I don't like Spizikes. It ain't for me. I
Yeah.
never bought a hybrid. I never bought a hybrid. And I'll be honest with you, man. Um, y'all like it, that's cool, But for me, man, come on, the disrespect gotta stop.
So
It's gotta
no, no,
stop.
no, Jay. You want to know what? All right. So I have one pair of Spizikes, and I've actually talked about picking up that brick by brick pair. Only watch this. Only because it's a brick by brick theme. But to your point, I do think that's it is a guaranteed cheesy cookie cutter way to just pass another silhouette on. You know what I mean? So if Nike would like to destroy the Air Jordan 4 brick by bricks, if they want to destroy that sneaker, go ahead and give us a brick by brick in every way. Give us a Jordan 4 RM brick by brick. Go ahead and give us you know what I mean? Go ahead and demolish that shoe. You know what I mean? Start giving us multiple silhouettes and just call them brick by bricks, or have them look like them, and you will go ahead and demolish this sneaker. Go ahead and do it.
Mm.
They would demolish that sneaker, bro.
So do you feel like that would
G
take
Fish in the
that
building. What
L?
up, G Fish?
G Fish, what up,
So
famo?
all right, and also to clarify, I'm not saying that that it would demolish the sneaker as far as nobody will want it, but it'll once you cookie cutter that bad boy up like that, you know what I mean, and just dropping that brick by brick flavor, it's yeah
Okay.
they'll go ahead and mess it up.
You know what, man? G Fish, listen, man, my guy G Fish, hey, G Fish, dropped the Raptor 7.
Raptor
He,
7.
Nike is missing out on the 7 game, bro. They we're not getting sevens like we deserve. We're not getting the right colorways. Facts, G Fish. The Raptor 7s, facts, bro. We need that Raptor 7. We need that. Without a shadow of a doubt. We need it. You know
Bro
what I
said he
mean?
used to even wear New Balance. I know Jay, you still wear New Balance. He said he don't anymore.
Oh, I do. Yeah, New Balances are
Yeah,
comfortable.
yeah.
And to me, the 1906 is the best model. But I mean, I have different models, but I love the New Balance, bro. I love the New Balance kicks. Like those are very stylish, very comfortable, and you can't go wrong. You can't.
So
You can't.
all right, so King, let's I'm curious on like the chat. I think I think this is like very delicate because I think there's a fine line between I personally think there's a fine line between like what people are really looking for compared to what people already have and then what people want. right? It says honestly, Nike needs to hire new people. Whoever's making decisions over there seriously needs to be fired. Now, and I'm only going to use this as an example, only as an example. We we can sit here and say we need innovation, we need new designs, new ideas. So let's, and I'm sure I'm going to forget something. So chat, help me out. So let's talk about new ideas, right? Uh, the Jordan 4, those nets, right? Is it called net? You know what I'm talking about,
Yep, those yep,
right?
Spider Manies.
Yeah, 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 exactly. You look at those and you're like, yeah, trash. But someone is gonna be like, well, it's innovative, it's different, and it is. Like flat out, it is. It is innovative and it's different and it's garbage. The Jordan 4 RMs. Now, I don't have any RMs. I think certain colorways actually look nice. I hear that they're comfortable. I've never slid my foot inside of one. Have you? Do you have any RMs personally?
I don't have any RMs. I had a RM in my hand, and I'll tell you, the toe box felt really nice. The RM top of the top of that toe box felt pretty nice to me, but then the rest of the shoe, it was like, what happened? Right? It went from like, okay, this is alright to build quality wasn't great, bro. I'm just gonna put
Okay.
it out there.
Okay.
It wasn't great, and I do think certain colorways does make the shoe look better, but
Yeah.
build quality wise, I'm not. I I wouldn't pay that amount of money for that kick. I'm just gonna keep it a beam. I wouldn't.
Yo. Hey yo. Yo, the DMP 7 Olympic sevens. And then here goes your boy. Here goes your boy. Hey yo, G Fish. Superfly said, "Tell G Fish I said ain't no one checking for no sevens." Uh oh.
Oh,
Uh oh. Uh oh. Yeah, no, no. I like sevens. All right, so we had the Nets, we got the RMs. What other silhouette as far as innovation wise have we gotten to where it's like it's different, it's innovative, it's trash?
so he, here's the problem.
Oh, Jay, check this out. Check this out. Yeah, we need more Jordan 4 RMs with bike. So, all right. Now watch this. They gave us the bike air on them, right? Now, this is why I was talking about the brick by bricks. All right, so we got the Jordan 4. We got an RM. Everyone's kind of scratching their head saying, "What's this RM business? You know, this looks funky. This looks different." But it was kind of a question mark to where you're like, "All right, I don't know. It looks like a Jordan 4. It's a modified Jordan 4. Okay, I can kind of see." And then what did Nike do? They gave us every colorway under the sun with the RM. I mean, like they even gave us a pine green RM. I mean, they just been running with this thing, and it's like, come on, man. You know what I mean? It was almost like they destroyed the RM by they put Nigel Sylvester. They attached Nigel Sylvester to the
Yep.
RM, and then they just GR'd it.
So here's the thing, right? I think what Nike did with the 4RM, I think the idea was good, but the execution of the kick wasn't right. The bike airs, everybody went crazy because it was the first of its kind. But I can't say that the build quality for that kick was like the general release, the GRs. I can't say that. So I don't wanna do that. But if I'm a betting man, if I'm a betting man, I'm willing to bet that build quality is the same as those GRs. If I'm a betting man, right? But because of the bike air, everybody said I need it because it's different. So when we're talking about innovative, we're talking about doing something different. I'm gonna put it out there. Nike needs to put certain silhouettes back in the vault, let them take a rest, and they need to focus on creating new kicks. Now, listen, y'all gonna get mad at me, but I'm gonna keep it a beam with you. I'm gonna keep it 100 with y'all. Kyrie Irving, Nike, right? Right? Is he Kyrie's the owner of John Morant kicks. If you go look at the early version of John Morant's, it was nothing but a Kyrie take his name off and slap it on over there with the same cues with it. So what I'm telling you guys is we need something different. We need something a little bit different, something new. There's only so much you can do with kicks. I get it. But why is Nike sleeping on Converse? Listen, y'all might laugh at me, but we need the grandma moms. Us oldest head needs to grandmamas. But at the same time, the SGAs that came out, that is a straight basketball performance shoe. Smart move by SGA because now he's the face of Converse. Y'all see where I'm going with this? A lot of these high profile athletes, they're going to brands, unconventional brands, because they want to be the face. They do not want to be a subsidiary over under somebody else. Very smart move, but what again, we need to focus on both athletic wear and fashion wear. You can make any kick look fire, you know what I mean? How you rock it, but there has to be kind of a balance here.
Right, but see, that's the crazy part
Oh,
because what do the people? All right, check this out. G Fish said, "Y'all not tired of fours yet?" Like, bro, I think Nike is doing a good job releasing, like a lot of heat, but in that same breath, what silhouette could Nike drop us right now to where the masses, let's just call it, to where like the masses would absolutely go crazy over. I honestly think Nike is doing what's working for them. They did a very good job branding and marketing the Heidi Five Reds, right? They did a very good, they pushed a lot of marketing towards that kick, right? And you see what ones are doing right now. And I love, y'all know, look. The Jordan 1 is my favorite silhouette. I love the one. I'll always love the one, but as good as a job as Nike has done with that, the one has faded right on back down. Yes, we're getting shattered backboards, and you know what I mean, but the ones that went ahead and faded right on back down with
hey,
all that hype.
I'm sorry for a second. I gotta laugh. Hey, Superfly, you sent him out here looking like a crackhead.
Damn, I missed that one. Really?
Hey, put that up. Put that up. I love
Oh.
it.
Nah, were you at the dealership?
Yeah, I'm at the dealership, man. Looking like a crackhead. Look.
Oh man, it's 8:04. So yeah, if let me know in the chat if anybody who's messing around with those threes. Maybe you picking them up for your lady or something. And anybody messing around with those threes?
You know what, man? Listen, chat. There's a reason why I didn't talk about that kick. Like, yeah,
The Jordan
there's a
one
reason.
is saturated. Correct. And G Fish, I had talked about this before. You like generally speaking, whenever the Jordan 1 have a kind of like even like a nice colorway, we get three of them. And once again, that's just Nike doing a little cookie cutter. We're getting a high, we're getting a mid, and then we're getting a low. Generally speaking, so we're getting 3 and 1 instantly, and it fatigues it out fast, really fast.
And G Fish said, "Are we tired of fours?" G Fish, listen, you know I was a four fan since a kid, um, and I see where you're going with this. Is Nike starting to overdo fours? That's why I feel like they were trying to do a test beta with the fives. You know, because you think about it, the fives was going for 225, and people wasn't rocking fives. So it was kind of a test beta. Like, okay, what can we do? Will pricing go up? And if pricing goes up, will the five be the next kick? That's why I honestly feel like it's time them to expound and expand on other kicks that they have. And I'll give Mama and they credit for doing that Jordan 39. I'll give them that credit for stepping outside the box, looking at something different. I definitely will give Mama and that credit for sure. You on mute, bro. There you
No,
go.
no, go ahead, Jay. I'm listening to you.
Oh, I thought you was talking. I thought you had something. Okay, my bad. So, um, G Fish, I agree with you, bro. I just think Nike need to go ahead and look at trying to figure out other dope ways to do kicks. You know what I mean? Like, I know a lot of people wasn't vibing with the self lacing technology, but I do feel like, man, that was something that it was good that they put away, but they should start exploring that right now and looking at how they can absolutely make fashionable wear with technology. Because at the end of the day, let's be honest, this is the future. You know what I mean? This is the future, bro. I'm just curious to figure out how y'all feel about that as well. You know what I mean? But at the same time, it's got to be affordable, bro. It's got to be affordable, and affordable is subjective. Let's say that.
It,
That's
it is.
subjective.
It is. It is because um like to your point, let's say Nike goes ahead and drop us a Converse. Let's just be honest. Who's picking that up though? Now, I'm not saying you won't. Do you see what I'm saying? I'm not
Oh,
saying there's people that Converse fans that won't, but you know, like who's buying that? You know what I mean? I think it'd be a nice experimentation because, to your point, something like that can take off, but then also it can just be a big old flop. You know what I mean? To where it's like, man, we went ahead and dropped a dope Converse, and there's gonna be, I think there's gonna be plenty of people that's gonna be like, I'm not rocking that.
yeah, yeah. You
And then
know,
that's not me dissing Converse neither. I'm just saying, like, man, I don't think it's as easy as it sounds to say, well, we need innovation, we need better people. I think that sounds great, but will the masses still complain, Jay, if you were there dropping some dope ideas and all of that stuff, and I'm talking about pure fire ideas, and Nike got you on their team, and then you drop a silhouette or multiple silhouettes or colorways or different versions and build quality, whole 9 yards, and then that shoe sits, but it's fire. Do you see what I'm saying? Like who knows what the people really want? You know,
I
everyone complains about retros, right? But it works. I mean, Nike's still running with these 40-year-old kicks that seem to be flying off the shelves. 40-year-old sneakers.
you know, bro, you said it perfectly. Nobody knows what the community really wants, and the community don't know what the community want. Hey, y'all overly producing kicks. Well, now this year everybody's mad because what? They're hard to get. So no company will ever fully like please their audience. No one will. But I know we talk about Nike a lot, but look at Adidas, bro. Listen, Adidas, the Sambas, and those Bad Bunnies are smack. Listen, y'all can say what y'all want about the ballerina bunnies, but bro, Adidas is doing their thing low key.
Yeah,
Uh, uh, Listen, I'm gonna tell you also why Adidas is doing pretty good this year, even though I think Nike's blowing everybody out the water. Look at the price point of those kicks, bro.
you're right.
And when it comes to pricing does make a difference. But now when you have someone like Bad Bunny, who's super famous, right? And now you give them a ballerina samba kick for that price.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, okay, I'll give you another example, right? How many of y'all gonna go ahead and cop the jellyfish? And if you guys don't know what the jellyfish is, and I'm talking about for Adidas, we talking about the for real jellyfish. That kick is fire in my opinion. But we talking about what? We talking about is that a 280? And,
Right.
and chat, correct me if I'm wrong. Correct me if I'm wrong, please.
All right. So, all right, Jay. Me personally, I have never owned a pair of Sambas, but let me ask you a question. And I really don't know the answer to this. When did the Samba come out? Like
Oh,
original, I guess, release.
the
How old is that shoe?
the Sumbas, the Sumbas is like in the '70s. That's a soccer kick.
So it came out 70s.
That's like in the '70s. And let me know if
The
I'm
end of
wrong.
70s. So take a look at, and then like you said, the Sambas move. You're right. I mean, the Sambas move, but take a look at that. You know, as far as innovation, we're talking about how old is that? Another 40+ year old kick. Do you see what I'm saying?
But look at the twist.
And
But
I'm not dissing a sneaker. What I'm trying to say is, you know, some of these brands, some of these manufacturers are probably going with that old school tactic. If it ain't broke, don't try to fix it. You know what I mean? Like, how come my best selling kick is a 50+ year old shoe? You know what I mean? And it makes sense. You
but
know,
bro,
like I said, we can scream innovation, but how many people are really running towards innovation?
but here's the innovating part, and I know this sounds so stupid.
And you're right.
Material,
I'm not talking
the
about the build. We can always
materials.
adjust the build. I mean, you're right
Right,
about that.
right, right. The
Yeah,
materials, bro.
yeah, yeah.
So when you get really nice materials, but then you still get a price point that's like not expensive. Okay, okay. Let's talk about a comfortable kick where you can buy a comfortable kick literally for like $85. Y'all gonna laugh at me, but I'm gonna kick it off. Puma, bro. Listen, listen. especially the Puma Ferrari, the Ferrari collab. Comfortable kick, really nice. Look at the pricing. What he said?
Yo, G Fish is gone.
Hey, G Fish, you ain't lying, man. If you want to talk about the GOAT, that is the outlet GOAT right there, bro.
Uh,
That's true.
oh, I'm
But
gonna use that one. Oh, I'm gonna use that.
check this out, right? I know we talk about Nikes a lot, but have y'all peeped the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle, like the special edition? Oh no, I'm yes, the special edition for the Pumas. If you look those up and see what those shredders are going for, and now I mind you, this is a Puma kick, but you talking about you got some Pumas out there you can spend 120 on for collabs. Now I get it, and I'm not, some of these kicks are more for the younger generation with the Lamellos. I get that, but look what Puma is doing for pricing, bro. Look what Puma is doing. What's the difference? And let's be honest. Most consumers are brand whores. Call it what it is. Call it what it is. Just like a vehicle, right? BMW. Listen, Mister Think. You know what I'm saying? And now we was talking late last night, right? We're talking about whips because y'all know I'm heavy into cars, but you know some people buy certain cars for a status. Don't mean that whip gonna last you as long as another whip. For example, a Toyota. Performance, not the same, but quality, durability, definitely on another planet.
Yeah, yeah, reliability all day. Yeah. No, you're right. Hey, Jay, answer this real quick, real quick. What do you take? What's your take? 85 hybrid or brick by brick?
85.
85 high for me as well. Ken
No, no.
Norton, brick by brick. Hey, yo, chat. What do you think? I want chat. I want chat to go on this. 85 hybrid. That's the Air Jordan 1. We're talking Air Jordan 1 or Air Jordan 4. 85 high or Jordan 4 brick by brick. The Nigel Sylvesters. What do y'all
I'm
say? Now,
curious.
and watch this. That is no disrespect. I love my brick by bricks. Right? I got them. Right? Love them. Dope kick. But 85 hybrid for me. No doubt about it.
Yeah.
What do y'all say, chat? I'm just curious.
And listen, and this is coming from an original Ford fan, bro. I'm an original Ford fan, and I'm telling you, the head, the 85 bread high is definitely king.
G Fish 85 high, J 85 high. Elliot Armstrong says Jordan 4. Okay. All right. Tap in chat. I'm curious. I'm curious on this one.
Yeah, I'm
I'm
loving. I'm
curious.
loving this battle.
Yeah, yeah. I'm curious in this. I will go 85 high, no doubt about it. No doubt about it. And for all right, the brick by bricks are dope, right? Um but for me personally, I have to look at that colorway, which the whole story, the meaning, everything, they've done a good job, putting that together. But when you look at a colorway like that, it's just not it's that colorway just isn't super wearable. That's all. Sorry, my camera zoomed in. I'm trying to zoom my camera out. But yeah, that colorway just isn't super wearable. That's all. The both of them are fire. There's no doubt about it.
They are. So my reason is different than yours, bro. So when you look at the build quality, listen, if you guys do not have a high 85 bread, I definitely invite you to uh, check out our videos on that. I go over the build quality of that bread high 85. Honestly, there's no sneaker so far in 2025 that has a better build quality than that bread high 85. Because I showed you guys on the video how you cannot just easily push in that front toe box. You can't. It's reinforced into the kick.
Yeah, yeah,
Also, the when it comes to the heel of the heel of the kick, you know how like you wear ones and then like the heel starts, getting that little slight lean, that little dope crease that people love.
uh-huh.
Now with this one, sir.
Yeah, they got that reinforced as well. Yeah,
So
yeah,
that alone to me is heavy. And then the leather quality. You have to break that kick in. That is a worker's boot leather. Even though the brick by brick, the plushness of the nubuck material, how soft and supple, how gorgeous it looks, I get it. But that Bred High 85 is built different, bro.
All right, let me submit one more to y'all then. Let's keep it on the 4. Jordan 4, brick by brick, white cement.
Oh, white cement. Not even a debate for me.
All right.
What you think? Oh,
I will go white cement. Personally, I would go white cement.
but
I would.
it sounds like you're
Personally, I
having an
would.
issue with that.
Yeah, I no, it wasn't. It wasn't a. It wasn't. It was a slight pause, but it wasn't a. I would go white cement. I would. I would.
Mm.
I totally would go white cement. I've uh I've I, I had to backtrack. You know, like I said, I accidentally deleted my brick by brick video, so I gotta re-upload it. But
Jay said brick by brick. Jay, you said
oh
that?
wow, wow. Yep.
Man, my guy
G
Jay
Fizz white
said.
cement, Superfly white cement, Elliot white cement, Donald white cement, Jay said brick by brick. Wow. This is the reason why. Like I I had recently jumped on the brick by brick bandwagon. You know what I mean? Like I remember when I first saw them. Whenever so I'm glad I was able to cop on the sneakers app. When I first saw them, I was predominantly looking at colorway, and I was like, nah, if I hit on them, that's cool. If not, that's cool, not a big deal or whatever. And then, like it's kind of weird. I was talking to a sneakerhead game, right? And he was like, nah, man, got to represent New York City, this, that, a third. He out in Brooklyn, and I was like, yeah, I ain't gonna lie, I'm a Queens cat. You know what I mean? So then, I to reflect and give Nigel his props. You know what I mean? To see somebody come from my side of town and make it. You know what I mean? Looking out, showing love and support to the brother, and also looking at the meaning of the kick or whatever. I like literally I jumped on that bandwagon and was like, yo, man, like shout out to Nigel for doing the damn thing. You know what I mean? So the sneaker began to have a different meaning for me versus just me just looking at the colorway and saying, I'm good. It was more like, you know what? So let's support that brother. So it was you know, it just began to have a different meaning for me personally, being biased, if that makes sense. You know what I'm saying?
Gotcha.
So so yeah,
Gotcha.
shout out to that brother for sure. You know what I mean? Like, it ain't not like seeing somebody coming up out the hood. You know what I mean? So,
Oh man, when you listen, man, when you come from the mud and you come from that, man, like I mean truly from the
oh
bottom to
snap!
the top.
Hey, Ken, my bad. I saw your comment, Ken, and I forgot. Yo, peep this, Jay. What's your thoughts on that?
Oh yeah, Ken said, hey man, couldn't get my hands on the Jordan 4 brick by brick. I got the Jordan 4 Union Topaz Haze. I traded one of my Jordan 4 SBs for them, which is the Navy pair. Do y'all think this is a good trade? Um, I do. I do. I think it's a good trade in sense of because that's something you really want, bro.
Right.
Like it's a personal choice. It's not like, you know what I mean. Like you're doing it because that's something you want, and on a personal choice, bro. I respect it 1,000%. 1,000%, brother.
Yeah, I, I'm right there with you. So, I was no lie. I was literally the last of the Mohegans when it came to copping the pine green fours. I think everybody had them before me, and I had just recently got them. So, um, do you have the pine green fours, or was that your only pair of navies, and you decided to toss your SB navies, for the unions? I'm just curious, but yeah, I mean, if that's the shoe that you want, man, do your thing. It is all good. It is all good. I don't see anything wrong with that trade. One of the things that's actually bothering me is at least from what I'm hearing is that they're done with the SBs. So that red pair. I would love to complete the pack or complete the set of three by copping that friends and family pair, which the last time I looked about a week and a half ago, they're going for like 4 grand. Definitely not getting those. So that's the only thing that kind of rubs me the wrong way when it comes to those SBs. But I don't think that's a bad trade at all, to be honest with you. Man, hey Dave, did we lose you?
No, no,
Are,
no.
are you
I'm
are you
here,
making a
man.
transaction? Did you have to turn that camera off?
I'm just taking care of a lot of, like I said, Chad. I'm
No, no,
sorry. I'm
you
taking care of a lot of business, man.
no, you good, brother, you good, you good.
Um, listen. I want to tell everybody this, chat. Like,
All right, Ken. Yeah, Ken, you good. You good money.
now he said I still have the pair of the SB Navies and still one pair of the Pine Greens.
Oh yeah.
Man,
Oh yeah.
Ken got the hot hand, bro. My brother
Yeah,
Ken
yeah.
got the hot hand. I want to say this to chat, man. Like, I've been keeping a secret from y'all. Um, Potentially next week, man, y'all gonna see something major I'm dropping, and I'm not gonna give out what it is, but like at the end of the day, like I need y'all support, like for real, like really watching this kick right here, watching something that I'm really about to drop for y'all. Behind the scenes, this is something real heavy, and this gonna determine something for future. So you know, just be on the lookout. I'm gonna leave it up like that.
All right.
I'm gonna leave it. I'm gonna leave it up like that. For real,
All
for
right.
real.
I like it. I like it.
You know what I mean? Um, yeah, yeah, yeah. We on the road to something different, for real, for real. So definitely look out for something that's heavy. You know what I mean? Um, so here's the thing, right? We G-Fish brought a point up, like, are we not tired of Fords? So if you guys are tired of Fords, what do y'all want to see? Because we are getting another variety this year. Um, and let's be honest, the younger generation, even though we haven't heard too much about it, but the younger generation, they're rocking Asics, bro. This year, let's be honest, they still rocking Asics. We haven't even got on that part, right? Like that's what they're rocking. Man, my man bumping the music today, boy.
Yo, I
So,
was gonna ask you, what was that just started up? Was that like a Hellcat or something?
no, man, that was looked like someone just had a muffler delete on the Challenger. That's all.
Oh, Challenger. Okay, okay, okay.
Yeah, I mean it sounds
I
good though. It
yeah,
sounds good
yeah. I
with that
heard
muffler
something
delete.
sounded kind of.
It sounds good.
So all right. So let's talk about the younger generation. Um, like my daughter, and like I said, shout out to her because she love wearing Vans, right? But I think personally, and she does like them. She says they're comfortable, right? So I. But personally, I think, and my daughter's in high school. She's a freshman, 14 years old. But my daughter wears Vans because everybody else is wearing Vans. Do you see what I'm saying? So, and watch this. Like, if they're comfortable for her, which I'm sure they are, then cool, good for her, right? I don't wear Vans, not for any disrespect reasons, just because I don't wear them. But is the younger generation wearing Asics or New Balance or whatever because their favorite TikToker or IG influencer is wearing them, or is it because that's what they really like? You know what I mean? Like, is it a trend? Is the younger generation jumping on what's trending, or is this really their flavor and their style?
Okay, there's multiple answers for this, and I'm gonna go this first route. This younger generation never seen the iconic athletes that we watch. They like, okay, I heard the name, but some of them I'm like, I never seen this person play. I don't care, right? So when they look at that aspect, it's like, man, I'm good. Okay, I hear about it, but I don't really care, right? So when it comes to those social media influencers, right? Also when it comes to parents, let's be honest, bro, because sometimes I'll give you an example, right? So y'all know how like old school cars became popular, right? They became popular because the dope boys couldn't walk into a dealership and give out 40, 50 grand back then for a whip because they were being what? They were like, do you have a job where you get your money from? So they would take the old school whips, put the rims on them, put the sounds in them, clean them up, do what needs to get done, And that's the same thing where it reverses back to a little bit when it comes to kicks. So a lot of kids like, okay, I don't have $300. My mom and dad ain't giving me $300 for a kick because I'm still growing this or sneakers, or they just refuse to do it. So what happens? You find something else that you like, and once you keep buying something, it becomes such a habitual habit. It's something that you start liking because now, hey, this is comfortable. My feet like it. Now my friends are wearing it. This is the style here. I mean, correct me if y'all have a disagreement with that, and that's okay if you do. But that's how I'm looking at it.
And also not to rag on the younger generation, right?
Yeah, yeah,
Because I mean, look at us. I mean, you remember the like Mike commercials? If I can be like Mike, right? So everybody wanted Jordans on their feet, so which was trending, and obviously for marketing purposes and the way he played and his performance, and you know what I mean. So I'm not necessarily saying, we don't have our moments of trending and trend jacking or whatever people want to call it, jumping on the bandwagon or whatever it is. I'm definitely not trying to make it seem like we're like super, you know, um, independent or whatever. But
yeah, yeah.
there is an influence. There is a heavy influence, and someone mentioned something about Travis Scott, right? So just to give an example, and this is no hate, right? Because we like our Travis Scott shoes and all that stuff, but like when it comes to the basketball community, right? What does Travis Scott offer when it comes to basketball? These are like, have you even seen this man hoop? No, don't get me wrong. What he's done for the brand is spectacular, popularity and whole 9 yards. But you know, to that point, when you look at trending and you know what I mean, and like, I mean, I think that was a good move bringing him on board because when it comes to Travis Scott and the basketball community, now watch this. Chris Brown can actually hoop. You know what I mean? When you talk about an artist, you know what I mean? Like the Migos, stuff like that. Like people can actually play ball and stuff like that. But when you look at Travis Scott and the sneaker community, have you seen J Balvin play ball, bro?
That influence. The influencers are they're the ones who driving the younger culture. But the same thing with us. Our generational culture was a little bit different, but at the same time, it's the same basis. It's who's popular and it's who's the influencer. That's still the basis. The basis when it comes to business and marketing.
You want to know what Jay has been saying this. Jay, you have been saying this about the ones in particular. There was a little side chat going on,
Yep,
so,
I saw
about
that.
threes, about fours. I mean, and then Jordan ones. Excuse me, I got a cough.
G Fish, I've been saying it for a long time, and a lot of people have been dogging me out when I said put the Air Jordan ones away, put them in a vault. I've said that 1,000 times, and I'm gonna say this to y'all, chat. It saddens me to say this. I'm not getting tired of the fours, but it's time for the fours to scale back a little bit, to scale back and start making its grand exit and
Yeah,
go into
and
something else.
and
It saddens me
not,
to say that, but yes, I agree with y'all
right.
100%.
Nike might have to try that out. They might have to test it. The problem is the culture, or should I say, is the community strong enough to like let's say Nike started giving us a bunch of nines and tens and sevens, twos, right? Fives have been doing pretty good, but let's just say they started venturing out to these other numbers, and they just start sitting massively. They're gonna refer back to what they know and say, screw this, ones, threes, fours, 12s, 11s, you know, and just kind of go back to the go-to. They might have to just try something out. They just might have to.
So I think you said it perfectly, but I think what Mr. Think, correct me if I'm wrong, but it sounded like to me you saying, hey, a couple silhouettes they need to cut cold turkey. I think they need to cut one silhouette cold turkey for a beta test. Cut one silhouette cold turkey, bro, and then bring back two other silhouettes in place of that one.
It's
So
smart.
we getting the 2-for-1 deal. Um, and cut back the releases.
I think G Fish said it perfectly. Give people a chance to miss the silhouette. I like. I think that needs to be like branded because that would that alone. What G Fish that alone can give somebody even like the mental like. When was the last four we had? We didn't get a last. Well, we didn't get a four since White Cement fours, man. That was like in 2025 or something. Give people a chance. When's the last Jordan one? So look, imagine if watch this G Fish, and this is only to your point. Doesn't mean that I mean what I'm saying has any type of validity to it. But imagine if they cut out the Jordan one. Now watch this. Now we get those rare air ones out of nowhere. A year and a half later, 2 years later, rare air ones. Now it's like versus those just sitting around getting disrespected. It wouldn't be a bad move. It wouldn't be a bad move.
See, I know y'all been dogging me out about that, but
It honestly wouldn't be a bad move, to be honest with you.
it's not a bad move, bro. It's not. It's not a bad move at all. You know what I mean? Hey, listen, man. Like, what about? I'm just curious with a test beta why they haven't done a Travis Scott Converse.
Josiah Keys in the building. Good morning, brother. Good morning. Good morning.
Josiah, what's up, famo?
Hey, Jay, are you gonna be busy all day? Like all day, all day?
I'll have some time later on this evening. Why? What's up?
I'm thinking about popping another live. I got a move to go to. I got to head up to Colorado Springs actually to go do this move. But it's a continuation of a move that I did last week, so it's only gonna be like 2 hours, 3 hours for me to complete this move, and then other than that, I'm done for the rest of the day. So I'm down to get back on a live later on. You know,
Let's do it.
Let's kick it. Superfly G Fish. Anybody available, man? You want to know what, man? We're gonna do another stream later. Josiah, anybody. If anybody want to, jump on, pause. I don't like the way that sounded, but if anybody want to get on a live stream with us, let's just kick it, man. Let's have some fun. Let's kick it. I want to eat some pizza and actually just relax. Like I want to have one of those live streams. Let's just chill.
Hey, you know what? Listen, man. But before I head going, bro, I want to let everybody know this, man. Are you guys watching All American on Netflix?
Man, I never even heard of it.
Oh, hey,
Is it a series?
it's a TV series where like it's kind of based on part one is based on a potential true story about a guy named Spencer James who's trying to make it to the NFL, but
Oh, you
you know
talked
he
about that
having
last
his
week. I did hear
he
of it,
having
but I
his
didn't
trials and
watch it.
tribulations. Hey, y'all, hey, listen, man. Hey, let's talk about everything, man, because there's so much out here in this world to talk about. It's so much more to talk about, man. So we're gonna have to just let our hair down. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yep.
You know what I mean? Hey, y'all, just to let you know, man, my nickname is the Hairless Hyena. All right, so I just want y'all to
The hairless hyena. The hairless hyena. That is hilarious.
let's get it, man. Let's
That is
kick it
hilarious.
off, bro.
Hey, Ken, I don't have a time as of yet. Like I said, I got to head out to the Springs, which is about an hour and I don't know, depending on traffic, hour 20-minute drive there alone. So I do got a little bit of travel time, but yeah, let me get up out of here and go knock at this work, man. Because like I said, I'm down to jump on a little bit later. Make
Bet
it
it up.
happen.
Bet it up.
Make it
Hey,
happen.
chat. Double tap that screen. Like, share, subscribe to the One Hair at a Time podcast channel. Subscribe to my man, Mr. Think. If you have not done so, please subscribe to me, your boy Jay Elevate. We giving you guys all kind of work, all kind of heat. Shout out to my man G Fish who be DJing. Shout out to my guy, Super Fly. Hey, listen, man. Just show the love. We definitely giving y'all all this work out here, man. Do not forget to subscribe to all of the channels, man. Like, share, subscribe for real sneaker content. You know the model.
Okay, all right. Yo, shout out to everybody who tapped in. Before we bounce, I just wanted to address this because Jason C said, "Good morning, everyone. I just had to shovel this morning up here in Boston. That's crazy sauce. Shoveling in Boston right now. Today we're hitting like 80 degrees in Colorado. So, damn. That's all I wanted to say. That's it. But shout out to everybody who tapped in. We'll holler at y'all later. It's always loving this, and shout out to anybody who copped today. We'll holler at y'all later. Peace.
Peace.
Always love. Always.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.